There is a voice in your head that never seems satisfied. You make one small mistake, and it calls you stupid, lazy, a failure. Tonight, let us quiet that voice together. First, hear this clearly. You are not the problem. That harsh inner voice is not the truth about you. It is just an old habit your mind learned long ago to keep you safe. You probably think being hard on yourself keeps you sharp. But cruelty does not motivate, it only exhausts. You can be gentle and still grow. In fact, that is the only way. The good news is simple. A voice you learned, you can also unlearn. We will not erase it overnight, but tonight you can start teaching it a softer way to speak. So here is your first tool. Give that inner critic a name. Call it the grump, or Ned, or the old radio. Anything a little silly that helps. Why? Because when you say, "There goes Ned again," you create a tiny gap between you and the thought. You're the listener now, not the voice. Second, try the friend test. Notice what you just said to yourself, then ask, would I say this to someone I love? If the answer is no, you owe yourself the same kindness. Picture your best friend sitting where you are, feeling exactly what you feel. You would never call them worthless. You would lean in and say, hey, anyone could stumble here. Third, catch and swap. When you hear "I always ruin everything," gently pause and swap it for something truer. I am learning, and this one is hard. Notice the swap is not fake cheerfulness. You are not saying everything is perfect. You are just trading a cruel lie for an honest, kinder sentence. Fourth, ask for the proof. Your critic loves words like always and never. So put it on trial. Ask, what is the actual evidence that I am a failure? Almost always, you will find one bad moment dressed up as your whole life. One late report is not a lazy person. One awkward text is not a broken you. Fifth, and do this one tonight. Put one hand on your heart, feel it beating, and say out loud, I am doing my best, and my best is enough. It may feel strange at first, even a little silly. Do it anyway. Your body listens to touch and tone, and a warm word out loud can soften a whole hard day. Sixth, keep a small wins note. Each night, write down one thing you did okay. You answered the message. You got out of bed. You tried. Your critic keeps a long list of your failures, so you get to keep a list too. Over weeks, this quiet little note becomes proof that you are not who the voice says. Try this tomorrow morning too. Before the day rushes in, look in the mirror and offer yourself one small, true kindness. Just, good morning, I am glad you are here. Now one gentle, important note. If that inner voice ever turns into thoughts of hurting yourself, or the dark feels too heavy, please tell someone today. Reach out to a friend, a doctor, or a helpline in your country. Needing help is not weakness, it is one of the bravest, kindest things a person can do. Here is something worth remembering. That harsh voice was often built to protect you, maybe from a critical adult, maybe from old pain. You can thank it and still let it rest. You do not silence the critic by fighting it harder. You quiet it by answering again and again, with a voice that is calmer and kinder than its own. Some days you will forget all of this and speak to yourself unkindly. That is okay. Noticing is the whole practice. Kindly begin again, no matter how many times you slip. And here is a gift you may not expect. As you grow kinder to yourself, you grow softer with everyone around you. Your calm becomes a calm they can feel too. Do not wait to feel worthy before you treat yourself well. Kindness is not a reward for fixing yourself. It is the ground you stand on while you grow. So let us gather your tools. Name the critic. Ask if you would say it to a friend. Catch the cruel thought and gently swap it. Ask for the evidence. Put a hand on your heart tonight and speak one warm sentence. And each evening, note one small thing you did well. You have carried that heavy voice for so long, and still you kept going. That is not weakness. That is quiet, everyday strength that most people never see. Imagine who you become when the loudest voice in your head is finally on your side. Softer mornings. Braver choices. A calmer, lighter you. You were never meant to be your own harshest enemy. You are allowed to be your own friend, starting with the very next thing you say to yourself. If this helped even a little, subscribe and stay with us for simple, gentle advice to help you live a calmer, happier life. You do not have to do this alone.